Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Well, it is a bright, sunny day here in the great state of Texas. Super bright morning sunshine coming up right there. I've been sitting out here having me a cup of coffee and enjoying this beautiful morning while it's still some nice cool air. So it is a very nice morning. It really is. And the air is just a little bit cool, which is kind of funny it being summertime right now. They said on the news that a cold front was coming through, and I'm like, a cold front this time of year? I thought I just misheard something because I just kind of heard it off in the distance, TV going in the background. But sure enough, there's a little bit of nice, cool, nippy air this morning, but feels so good. It really, really does. I think my body was craving for a little bit of cool air like this. I'm loving it because I missed all of that this past 7 months. I missed the winter time and the early spring, and I missed the fall on the most part and all. So I missed a few seasons, uh, and I left at the end of summer, and I came back at the beginning of a new summer. So there you have it. Well, nonetheless, I know in a little while that coolness is going to be gone, and it's going to be back to hot, hot, hot. You're back on the ranch when you got the hay cutter on. Yeah, we got the hay cutter on the tractor. I've already done that. I cut a couple small patches just to test everything out. But now I'm going to go through and after I've ran it for just a little bit in service and put new blades on. Yep, get new blades on here. It is time for them. These are getting really worn. Some of these I can flip, but I noticed I've got a couple on the outer edge that got knocked off. Yeah, but it is time to do a little service work here on it. No big deal, no big deal. We've got renters next door over here now that is Patrick's father-in-law, and his name happens to be Patrick too, and his wife Helen is also a Filipina. So Melinda's sitting out there on the quad chatting with another Filipina, and we've never had that here before. I know Melinda's really excited. Um, she's been bringing over Melinda some foods and stuff, some Philippine foods, and that's got to be great on these two ladies to have each other converse with. So we got two Filipinas here on the farm now. Isn't that pretty awesome? I can see she's in her morning attire, so I don't want to throw her right on the camera or nothing, but her name's Helen, and we're really happy having them here. So I got a little small group of cows that I brought up here that eat inside of this lot, and it was really overgrown where we hadn't been here, and I ran the cutter over it, but I went ahead and brought them in here. I didn't want to bell this little small area. It's too much twisting and turning with the equipment. Said I'm gonna bring the cows in here. They're scattered in here everywhere right now. I guess I brought about maybe 25 in or so, and let them eat. But boy, there is some good looking little cattle there right now. Like that one there, we've never seen it. You gotta think, when you've been gone for 7 months, a calf can be born and already get grown up to size as big as that red one right there. In the time that you've been gone, I mean, just about market size already. Of course, that one's not market size. It looks like it's just a few months old, but still, that red one right there, it was born right when we left. It was a baby calf, and it's up pretty big. Yeah, this is Black Angus cattle, and any of you that are new to our channel and you haven't seen any of our videos here at the farm and all, I've got several herds of Black Angus cattle. Now this ain't all of them. This is just a few standing in front of me here right now. They're scattered all around here at the moment. And before, years past, we had instead of black Angus, we had black Angus with red Angus bulls. And we got rid of the red Angus bulls, but we had kept some of the heifers that came out of that. And so still, many generations later, we still get red ones to crop up. And man, they are just as good as the black. I mean, they are. In fact, I really like them. Isn't that just gorgeous? Look at that. Yeah. Little cow there. She's trying to steal the show. She's trying to be a camera hog. Yeah, I'm talking about you. That's right, girl. I got an older cow here that's kind of coughing. And that's another reason I got them up in here right now. I'm going to have to give her some medicine. What we call boluses. It's a big capsule. I mean, that thing's about as big as my thumb. Big old, not capsule, pill, just a pill. And I'll have to put that down her throat. So that's another thing I'm going to do is be working the cattle a little bit, going through, getting them all the treatments that they need. So funny that for me to be here and hear these Filipinas out here just chattering away, just talk. Man, that's what Melinda needed here. I hope they stay here for a while. I told Patrick, my friend Patrick, for you all know Patrick, y'all meet him soon. A lot of you that's been around with us for a long time, y'all know my friend Patrick. I told him that I hope that they stay around for a good while, that I'm willing to put a little bit into that place, to that rent house next door to me here. I'm willing to do a few little things to make it nicer, maybe add a storage building or something to keep them happy. I like to have them here as a long-term renter. And I think that that's great for Melinda to have a fellow Filipina right here on the farm. That is pretty cool. Back in the saddle again. We just been in Home Depot here in our town of Terrell, Texas. And it was really nice to go into a store and not have to wear a mask, and really nobody wearing a mask anywhere. I think we might see what, one or two people maybe.
Yes, yeah.
And that is nice to just feel that normalcy. I'm hoping the Philippines will get into the same situation here as in the US and Texas before long. The more people they can get vaccinated, I guess, the sooner it's going to happen. I noticed they're trying to do a little bit of lockdown measures again. And in our town there in Tigbawan, Melinda, didn't you show me that they're building a quarantine center?
Yes, quarantine. You are right, quarantine center.
Yeah, it was posted on Facebook,
yes,
or something by the barangay that they're building a quarantine center. And that kind of gives you the feeling that maybe they don't have plans to unlock too soon.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, when they're like at this point and they're building a quarantine center now.
Need to do that, right?
Yeah, so, and it also makes us wonder if when we return, are we going to be forced to go to a government quarantine center instead of home quarantine? We don't know. Some of them are still advocates there in the government with that IATF and all going on of the home quarantine, and there's others that are not, and they're constantly debating between each other right now. I think we would probably still qualify for home quarantine. That's probably for people that has a lot of people living in one small house. Wouldn't you think, Mel?
I think so.
Yeah, so I think we would probably still qualify for that when we return. We're hoping and praying that this is all ended before we return, and it can feel normal like we're feeling here right now.
Yeah.
Life is just normal. It feels pretty much pre-COVID here.
Like, I think they build those quarantine experience, like you said, if they have no space for their house, and they have a bunch of family living.
Yeah, because there's a lot of houses. It's just like a little 10 by 10 or 10 by 12 area.
But us, we're in different situation.
Yeah. Just pray for them. Hope that they can get up to this level. Of course, this is America. A lot of the vaccines were developed here in America. We had those premium choices first before a lot of places do. And there's other countries also as well. But there's even a lot of what people want to call developed nation, first world country that still depended on these vaccines coming from the US and a couple of other countries. So it's just the benefit we have of being here. And I just really hope that the Philippines can return back to normal before long, because the things we're watching on the news and when we left there wasn't looking real positive, was it? Yeah, it wasn't looking real positive. All right, so aside of all of that, the reason we were in here just now, we're actually still buying for the house in the Philippines.
Yes, we're still.
And I wanted to pick up stuff while it's fresh on my mind. You know, you can lose a list. I wrote a list. You can lose the list, all that. I just want to catch it while it's fresh on my brain. I didn't video record inside Home Depot. Of course, anybody here in the West knows what a Home Depot or these other big box stores are like here. But to tell you, there are items that we picked up here to send over there that we don't like the quality of over there, or we can't find there. Well, I went from beach boy back to ranch man. Yeah, beach boy to ranch hand, back to the hayfield. I cut 2 small pastures a couple days ago, just to test the equipment. I like to work it a little bit before I service it all, just kind of knock everything off from its setting. And oh God, what a big old buck out there. I don't know if I can get video of that or not. Man, there's a big old buck out there in my field. Holy cow. Let me see if I can get that. See if I can zoom in, you can see him or not. There he went. There he just missed him. Just caught a glimpse of his tail going off into the woods. Man, oh man. Good looking buck, boy. Welcome back to Texas, to my farm, to my little ranch. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm pulling into the field. It's got a little bit more weeds in it this year than normal, but we had a super wet spring. People were not able to cut their hay, a lot of it. The field just laid out super wet and boggy. It's not as clean as it normally is, but I'm gonna get on out here and cut what I can anyway. I've got one field though, a 100-acre patch. My goodness. I don't know if I'm gonna cut it all. Maybe 50 acres of it I'm gonna cut. But man, it is some good looking hay. More from that fence post. There we go. Be honest, I kind of hate to go in there and spook those deer up. I like for them to bed down back in there and have cover for their young. A little bit of a sanctuary up in there for them without any pressure on them. Well, welcome back to Texas. From beach boy to farm boy. I hate to go back here and make a lot of noise. I just seen some more whitetails running, so there's a whole herd of them up in here right now. Oh, there goes another one right in front of me. Ah, dang. Those deer just went inside those woods right there. Just in front of the tractor just then. Look, this oak tree fell over. Yeah. Don't know what caused it, but it sure did it. I'm not farming this side of the road as much as I used to. I'm letting some of it go back to nature and reforest itself. So I'm getting less hay out of this side because I'm cutting a whole lot smaller area.